Oh, man. We are live. Live. It's alive.
I can't see you.
Why?
Can you see yourself?
Yeah, I can see myself.
Oh, I can't.
It's not a pretty sight, Lars. I don't like looking at myself every day.
It's very nice.
I can see you fine.
Oh, really? I don't know why. I don't know why. It's not here. Let me just look at the thing here.
So I'm just another voice in your head right now.
A good voice, though.
Kevin Corbelese, what's up, man? I love Kevin. Such a good guy.
Why is it I can't see shit?
Congrats on winning the Bones guests of his blends. I don't know. I'm really kind of torn on what I want to smoke right now.
Okay.
I think I'm going to smoke this one. I was going to smoke a Stogie Road, the Detour.
Oh, nice.
This thing's fucking gorgeous, man. But I have this cigar from the LCA. It's Paul Stulak. And it's been a while since I smoked it. I think I'm going to smoke one. I remember last time I smoked this thing. It's got a little bit of a sit you down.
Oh, this is the weirdest thing. Like, I can see you now.
What's up, Kev?
From my other phone. But you're not coming out in my phone that I'm looking at.
Daryl needs 5 detours. I will get with you, Daryl. So as everyone can see, Lars is not in his normal studio.
Yep.
This is Roadie Lars.
Yep, I'm out on the road. On the road again.
On the road again. So tell everybody what you're doing.
Out here to go watch Justice do a show with Spinderella, the DJ from Salt and Pepper.
In Richmond, Virginia.
Yep.
So
Richmond, Virginia. Let's see. I'll tell the club. I don't know if anyone's going to be out here, but
What's up, Dwayne? Good to see you, bro. I'm here with Lars, who is live in Richmond, Virginia.
Yep.
He's not in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, I have no idea.
You have no idea?
I don't even know what the name. I have the thing. It's Justice Brett, Spinderella. It is has the information, the address. But I'm not joking. Look, there's no name on the actual of the club. How are you gonna have a flyer with no name of the club?
It's not the Holiday Inn Express.
I don't know.
I don't know.
No idea, man. Wow. All right, well, Richmond, Virginia. Just look
Richmond,
it up.
Virginia. Just look up Spinderella.
Spinderella. Justice Brett.
So I got hooked on these new glasses, these new sunglasses.
Oh.
I got hooked on them from Kevin Shahan.
Nice.
Yeah. I have these.
I like these.
My orange ones. Wow. That looks like I just when I was in. It looks like I just tackled somebody really, really hard, and you get up and everything's like really freaking bright.
Ooh, I like those. Damn, those are pretty badass.
And then I got my Bono shades. It's a beautiful day.
Sunday, bloody Sunday.
Yeah, this is my Bono glasses.
Loving
I got my nice purple ones for the bullies.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Am I freezing up?
No.
Oh, okay, good.
No. I was wondering because you were like, "Hey, I like those glasses," and I wasn't wearing any. I was like, "Oh, what the hell you?"
Okay, my other phone's freezing up, and I can't even see you at all on my other phone, so it's just weird. But I can see you on my other. I'm going to shut up now because I'm a moron.
No, it's never too early for questions, Kevin Shahan. Actually, Kevin Shahan, I'm gonna pop on and do our intro, and then we'll be right back with questions from Kevin Shahan. And please, anybody who has questions for the spectacular and very talented Lars Teton's world champion of art.
Actually, Kevin Shahan. Oh, look at this.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm a moron.
That's okay. Well, at least you didn't put world champion of IT, of electronics. What's up, Gustavo?
Yeah, that's true. Hey, Daryl. That is good looking promo, baby.
Thank you. Hola, brothers and sisters of the Leaf, and welcome to the Stogie Road Diaries. Care, my man Lars. And Lars is coming to you via satellite from Richmond, Virginia. We got Bones in the house. We got Gustavo. What's up? We got my man Big D, Daryl Iverson. Love you, bro. We got the Bearded Bros. We got Kevin Corbeles. Then we have Kevin Shahan. Kevin.
Oh, yeah.
Is it too early for questions? Never. Lars has been all over the world. He's been around the world, and I. He was given If you were given a chateau anywhere in the world to live, free of charge for the rest of your life, where would that be?
Me?
Yes, you.
Oh, there's no question. It would be Paris.
Why?
I love Paris. I lived there like probably half my life. I don't know. I love it. It's great. It's a great place. It's awesome.
I see Kevin doesn't ask me if I had a chateau because I haven't been around the world. Kevin thinks my answer would be something like if I had a chateau, it would be in Greenwood, South Carolina. I have my chateau around the lake.
Yeah.
I'm not complicated, man. Just give me a big chateau at the lake down in Greenwood. I have the tobacco case. I'll get my cigars. There's a bar. I'm happy. Happy. I would pick Lancaster County, Kevin. You see, that's not, we were just talking about Lancaster County last night. Growing.
I love Lancaster. Lancaster's a great spot.
I'll tell you what, we were just talking about that in Everett last night in Doniker's, which is an old bed and breakfast and restaurant and high-end store that is all closed down now. But that was an Everett. It's very chateau-y. It's Lancaster Chateau, which usually means that you have some sort of knitted blanket with one of those barn stars on it.
Oh, yeah.
Not Miami. No, it would not be in Miami. No bones. Nope. Not Miami. Florida's just too hot and sticky, man. Too hot and sticky.
Yeah.
Chateau-y. Yes, I did say chateau-y, didn't I, Daryl?
I think that.
I think Daryl just hops on to see what word I'll make up next.
Man, I went to Mission Barbecue. I was starving when I got down here.
There you go. The show is at 6030 6335 restaurant.
Oh, thank you, Dwayne.
So that's where you can check out Justice and Spinderella.
Justice Pratt, Spinderella. We're going to have a great time tonight.
Very nice. It's interesting. Very interesting. I'm glad to see that she's, she's able to go back out and do some live shows and stuff. That's awesome, man.
Yeah, it's going to be great. And Alessandra's going to be doing a festival at the end of the summer, in August.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Very cool.
And she's going to be playing a show down at Dan's Cigar Lounge.
Oh, yeah. I remember you telling me about that.
Next month.
Really?
17th.
17th. God. Yeah. Oh, there's a way I can get up. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. The new line should be in by then. We had we were delayed, this wood issue.
Yes.
The shortage of wood, the cost of wood.
Believe me, I know. I stopped taking those blue pills a long time ago.
Well, the problem with that is that when your wood is becoming that scarce and rare,
that's right.
There's a high demand for it. So, I don't know. I mean, maybe you shouldn't stop taking the blue pill since there's a high demand for good wood.
Oh yeah, that's true too. I'm gonna listen to your advice.
What's that?
I'll listen to your advice.
I listen. I give good advice. I don't follow my own advice. I don't follow my own good advice, but yeah. So we're the boxes and everything should be getting boxed up. I mean, we're getting all the cigar bands on the cigars. It's an exciting time.
Oh, it's awesome, dude! I can't wait. Those are going to be the great cigars, man.
Yeah, I can't
wish
wait
I could
either.
smoke a cigar while I'm here, but I can't do it. Florida's theme song is first we gonna sweat, then we gonna chafe. Oh yeah, first we gonna sweat, then we gonna chafe. Oh yeah, that's a true story.
Kevin's desperately trying to get you to write him a song with the dipping and smashing to it.
We'll do something.
Desperately.
Hey, Kevin, you should come on to our show one of these days. When Kurt comes on too, because Kurt comes on every once in a while on the Wednesday night shows.
Yeah, they're fun.
Yeah, Kevin would be fun on there too.
Yeah. Jennifer, I can't see your comment on here for some reason. But Jennifer wants to know why don't they make cigar boxes out of other materials? What's the allure?
I did
to cedar.
I used aircraft aluminum. I made aircraft aluminum boxes.
There you go, Jennifer.
Yep.
Aircraft aluminum.
I've made my boxes out of all different kinds of materials. I never cared one way or another. Didn't have to be wood.
What do you think the
like wood?
What do you think it is? I mean, Why do you think?
You're right. Corrugated boxes would be better too. You just use corrugated cardboard. Fuck it. They're lighter weight, easy to ship.
John?
Good idea.
Hey, my man from South Carolina, what's up?
Hey, John.
More sense too. You are right. It's finding material that's a little bit more.
Thank you, Jennifer.
Right. You knew Jennifer. I knew Lars would know the answer. He's the all-seeing, all-knowing.
I've just been in business so long. I've done a lot of stuff with different factories. I always tried to come up with original stuff. I even did glass jars before anybody did them, and it was a terrible idea. They broke a lot.
That's the reason why I used to find them in the Mass General store back in the 1800s with cigars in them because they were behind the counter and and then they would get them for you. They weren't shipped out in glass.
Right.
So how did you pull off aluminum? Like, was it just you wanted to do something different, or did you feel it had a affordability to it that was
super strong and lightweight, and it was just a great medium to do boxes with. I really enjoyed having those aircraft aluminum boxes. They're beautiful too.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Was there a cost difference? Are they more expensive doing that? It's just
they were a little more expensive, but what are you going to do? Can't get around the old minimum wage.
Right. But still, though, I mean, if you it's something different, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Thanks, John.
I think it was also really a good material to use for this.
Good bone swears. All you need is bundles. Just a little bit of cellophane wrapped around it.
Yep, Barry, you're right about that. Bundles.
So we were having a conversation about this on our bully show about cardboard. How all the, even there's some brands still that kind of come out in that harder pressed cardboard.
Yeah, I think that's fine. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Yes, they do come. Yeah,
sometimes they do come in tubes.
Yep, and then usually, I mean, I've seen a lot of them come in, cardboard boxes because that aluminum tube is obviously, stands out. But I don't know if it's just because they feel like the cedar is a better vessel to keep it in because it's cedar, or if it's just the kind of cardboard boxes are kind of give the appearance that it's not a premium cigar, it's a cheap cigar because of the cardboard box.
Well, I don't think so, but other people have different ideas. But I think that if you're using cardboard, it just makes more sense. It's a lighter weight product. Mm-hmm. It makes the cost more effective for the retailers and for the manufacturers.
Yeah,
and they're still pretty strong. So,
yeah,
cedar doesn't do anything. It's not a big deal. You don't need cedar.
It's just
do you know why they started doing cedar?
Boxes?
Well, no. The first batches of cigars that they sent over to Europe when they first were getting cigars made and then sending them over to Europe, they put them because they didn't want the bugs to eat them. They put them in those aromatic cedar things.
Yeah, like the freaking cedar chest. Yeah.
So by the time it got to Europe or England or whatever, it was destroyed. They were terrible.
Oh yeah.
And they didn't. It was a terrible idea to even use that. But then they ended up because they used it, they just started making the boxes out of cedar. But it was the non-aromatic cedar.
Yeah. John, I'm looking to have them available in July. I'll keep you posted. That's when the new Stogie Road cigars will be available. Lars, there's a couple. When I travel, I stop at anywhere that sells cigars, right? Because I want to.
Sure.
You never know what you're going to find,
right?
I found some fantastic hidden gems in just strip mall tobacco outlet that had a small humidor in the back that had old Camachos, right? So Desert Less.
Des, how are you, brother?
Or less.
Right. How are you?
Great to see you.
Thanks, Daryl. I appreciate it, buddy. Daryl, I have an array of these glasses, so just to let you know. I will be pimping these out as the Care Prop Vision glasses at $19.99 a piece.
Nice.
But I stop anywhere, and there's actually down here, there's a couple of vape shops, and they have a little humidor, right? I swear, 3 of the shops, and they're owned by the same people because it's the chain. When you open up their humidor, they use the cedar, the freaking Amish freaking chest. No, they use the cedar. Like when you walk in, I opened up the door and I stood in there, and when I left, literally smelled like an Amish blanket.
All right.
And I said to
Usually I call that two Amish girls.
an Amish blanket.
Yeah.
You need the Amish board. But I told the guy, I'm like, you realize like you have like cedar in there, like these are cigars, they're not clothing. You know, you might as well just put them in mothballs. The same concept. And he's like, yeah, well, you know, he had no idea. All they're doing is they're throwing some cigars in there. You know, so what's up, Wes?
I'm all right. How are you? Look what I've got.
Well, no, you're Des tonight. You're not wearing your smoking jacket.
Right.
Yeah, I'm Des tonight. I've got the cabin on, but I've
You
put Des or
very
Les,
good.
whatever you want to call me.
Just as long as we call you friend. What's going on, Des?
Well, I'm just about to have this. Here we go.
Sweetgrass Gringo. Yeah, baby.
So Des got his hand on some of the old stuff.
Yeah.
The old stuff. And what I asked him to do was smoke a Gringo, smoke an Edition 35, because he's got 2 each. You know, give me some feedback on it.
Absolutely.
You know, and then I want him to, when we get the new stuff, send him some new stuff, smoke the new stuff, then smoke the old stuff, and tell me what you think. I guarantee you, there'll be pictures of a cigar cabin in Birmingham with the roof blown off of it.
Oh yeah.
Do you know, I love the feel of this already. I do like I like it. I like the colour. More importantly.
Well, don't compliment it too much because the new batch is coming.
No,
I'm fucking with you. What's up? What's up, Gary? My man Gary hops on. What's up, Chris?
Gary, how are you? Hey, Chris, how are you doing? Chris from last night.
Yeah, big Chris.
Baby, that new.
That new.
Hey, Des, so the cigars that are open-ended that I sent you?
Yes.
That's from the second day I was rolling cigars.
I know. I remember you putting a message out. I have looked at those cigars probably every single day, and I can't get over the fact that they're that old. Honestly, I'm in awe of just the fact that you've sent me those cigars. I was talking to my partner, and she was like, "They're older than me. Like, they're just crazy, and they're so in such good condition." I'm like I said to you, I want to speak to you tomorrow just to go through them all with you. I'm just
absolutely.
Honestly, I'm ecstatic. I think it's such a generous thing to do, and I'm made up with it. I was talking to Kerr yesterday about it. I'm just, like I say, I just can't wait to get, because I got the SSs. I just want to go through them all with you individually.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. I want to do that too with you, so you know which ones are which, and I'll tell you the little stories behind of what I can remember, because I can't remember that much. And not only that, but I have no idea what tobacco I used in any of it, because most of it was just garbage that they didn't want to use for any of their rolling, so they just gave me the junk to roll cigars.
You know. The V35 Lancero Bones. I actually got a shipment. Last shipment that I got from Chris down at the factory, they did some samples of Lanceros.
Woo! I love a Lancero.
Bro. Let me tell you something. Lancero. He gave me samples of the Gringo, the E35, the Big Tony Sandella, all four. And what I'll tell you, man, what he's done with the Lanceros, there's a couple of tweaks here and there that need to take place, but I got to tell you, for the first samples to come through, they're pretty damn good.
That's awesome.
They're really good. I mean, God, the Big Tony Lancero, wow, that's a good one. So Des, you'll be able to get a really good compare and contrast between the old stuff and the new stuff.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to doing a bit of a crossover and just see where they've like changed, and like you say, get the different taste notes from these ones to the new ones. I'm just privileged to be in that position where you've trusted me to just have a little go at it. Same as Lars sending me his. It's all from across the pond. I'm excited, and you.
Well,
guys,
we definitely love you and trust you. And if you
Absolutely.
say anything bad, we'll just delete it.
I don't care if you say anything bad. It doesn't matter. I was young and vulnerable.
Aren't we all?
Young and vulnerable. That's funny.
I
I don't have that excuse with the first runs. I mean, but you know what? I mean, listen. You know, the original edition 35 and Gringos was very proud and had enough. You learned a great deal and allowed me to put myself in the position that I'm in now, working with a great factory and a great partner and really putting out some great cigars. So it's funny, Lars, you know, I never look at anything as a negative, right? Everything is a positive.
Right.
Even a bad experience can be a positive. So it's a learning experience. And
unless you're HIV positive.
Unless you're HIV positive, then that would be then that's a tough one.
Then you're in trouble. Lars, I gotta love you. Honestly, you come out with some great comments.
This is the Paul Stulak I was telling you about last night, Des. This is from the LCA. The guys Brian Descend and Pravada, they're doing this stuff here, man.
So I've been learning about the LCA. So that's the Limited Cigar Association, isn't it?
Yes,
so
it is.
like a few of those, about 300 or so dotted around the United States.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been having a little bit of a look up on those because I smoked a cigar yesterday from the Cigar Clowns, which is an LCA. It was the Ron, which is I don't know if you can see that there.
Yep.
So I had that one yesterday, and it's with AJ Fernandez.
Yeah, it's a good cigar.
Yeah,
it was a really good one.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. Really nice construction. The draw was great. Like I've learned a bit more about cigars, about the draw line. If it's nice and thin, it's about the aging, and it was a really nice cigar. Really enjoyed it.
Yes, Daryl. I always encourage Des to be honest with his review on this cigar. It's his unofficial review. His official review will be on the new stuff.
Yeah,
because you got it when you give the review. You gotta smoke the one. And you gotta smoke with the band and the whole 9 yards.
That's exactly it. And we've had that discussion before. Where I said that I want to do it with your amazing band and do a complete review, and I'll be doing a review, Lars, on a couple of yours, and I've got it all set up of how I'm going to do it, and it's going to be amazing. I can't wait to just smoke one and do a review of a cigar that's like 40 years old. It's just going to be a different review completely.
Yeah. It's really funny because I actually really love that stuff that I did. I loved smoking it. But I really love what I did with the blend. I don't even know what the fucking tobacco was, but it was all reject tobacco. Everything I did with that was all reject tobacco.
You should just release it now, literally, and it would just be like wrapper, binder, filler, reject tobacco.
Okay, so Kerr, you're gonna love this, and Des, you will too. So for when they wanted me to do when Smoke Magazine wanted me to submit like a bunch of cigars for review.
Oh yeah, I remember you telling me this. This is great.
It had to be 50 cigars. So I made a box, one flat layer, 50 wide. So it was like don't know where my hands are, but there we go. Okay. Yeah, wide.
They're on the end of your arm.
Right. And it was like, exactly. Exactly. And so it was like 50 long cigars, and it was just the most obnoxious box. But not only did I do that, but I had my employees like only take rejects. I went to the reject bin where they just they were going to be thrown away. And I went and took only rejects because I figured if they're going to write a review, let them review reject cigars.
And what was the review?
Rejects. The review was great. It was a great review.
Did you ever tell them that you sent them all rejects?
Yes, I did afterwards.
Yeah.
None of them were the right size. They weren't all the same size. You're supposed to only send one size. So, I didn't send any of them the same size. And also I did, on my old packaging, my old labels, I always had inconsistency guaranteed.
Inconsistency guarantee.
That's hilarious.
So, and I just, look, I was never like the one who was trying to be all perfect cigar making guy. So I always had like lots of cigars that weren't the exact same sizes in a box. I didn't care.
Just
they wanted everything to be sort of perfect and whatever. I was like, fuck that.
Fuck that.
Close enough.
Yeah.
Good enough for government work.
It'll do. No, so you said to me that the couple of them in there was like one of your first ones that you did, wasn't it? So I need to know which one that is, because that's the one I want to do the review on.
That's the open-ended one. It's open on both sides, and it's very thin.
I've already submitted a trademark, Lars, for White Boy Cigars.
Yeah,
I love
that. That needs to happen. That needs to happen.
That'd be great, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
I really
oh my God.
Back out with that again, White Boy Cigars.
That'd be fantastic.
Be perfect. I could just think of like the band and like just the whole setup would be perfect. Yeah.
I couldn't read that. What was that?
That.
Oh yeah, right here.
You did something right. You're still here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
I think that'd be funny, man.
Oh, you've got to do it. Everyone I speak to, Lars, I just say, how generous you are sending me those, and what a great guy you are. So I'm stoked. So I'm just looking forward to doing it. And the same is with Kurt. His cigars. I can't wait just to get a couple of those and do the reviews on, because it's just going to be
great.
Exciting times.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, it's
you see Chris's thing, the Unwoke brand.
That's funny.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
got to do it.
There's a lot of great folks, and it's always nice to sit here on a Thursday, and a lot of people hopping on. Everybody who hops on is, I've never met, personally, a lot of the folks, but they're always on the show. They're great. They're fantastic. There's a lot of folks who hop on here that I got a chance to meet or hang out with on a regular basis, like Daryl. So we definitely gotta have some sort of a gathering. And it's all going to depend on you, Des, on when you can cross the pond.
Well, I'm looking at next year, believe it or not. I'm looking into it already.
I'll tell you what, if you get over here, we'll call it Des Fest.
Oh, that would be awesome.
It'll just be Des Fest.
It's got a proper ring to it.
It does that. No Les Fest. We'll do a Des Fest. we'll do it proper Des Fest. We won't mess around and be Les, and then midway through, maybe it'll be a 2-day event. The next night will be Les Fest, and you can wear your robe.
Get me robe on, yeah, absolutely. I'll be bringing that with me for sure.
That's awesome.
Lars, I was speaking to Kurt yesterday, and I was wearing me Hugh Hefner smoking jacket.
Love it. I love that.
Yeah, Des was way comfortable. He's way comfortable. The legs were open. The robe was open. I was like,
the chest was out. The chest was out. Yeah.
The chest was out. The sun's out. Guns out.
Well, I don't know about that anymore. They've shrunk.
So, John, want to know?
Now.
I had a lot of things shrink, but my stomach wasn't one of them.
It always seems right. It goes in reverse.
No,
so where would someone fly in to hang out with you?
To me, it would be Birmingham Airport.
Got to go to Birmingham. You're gonna go to the
and I'm literally 20 minutes from the Birmingham Airport.
Really? So the home of Des, Ozzy, the Black Sabbath. They're from Birmingham, right?
Yeah. We where I live, there's a we have areas. So we have like Greenlands, Lodge Park. So Lodge Park is where Ozzy Osbourne's sister lives still.
Oh, wow.
So she lives here. And we used to have a barber. He was his nephew. He still does hairdressing in the Redditch area. So yeah, it's Ozzy Osbourne's nephew. So yeah, we're a little. Also, we're the world's first producer of the needle. Redditch was renowned for it years and years ago.
Wow.
So
that's so cool.
We're a little small town, but
Needleton
got a little bit of history.
That's pretty cool.
Not so much anymore. Enfield.
Are there any spots that are highlighted because like Black Sabbath from there, like maybe the factory where Tony Iommi got his fingertips cut off, anything like that?
Well, you got the one of the.
He did.
I know.
Well, I'm curious, man, because I'm sitting there. Black Sabbath is no joke. I mean, they're a big deal, and you're figuring Tony Iommi got his fingers cut off right before like their big concert and their big record deal, and he made his own prosthetic fingertips to play his guitar.
One story that I have got with Black Sabbath, when I was at school, I worked at a kennels, at dog kennels, and we used to have, I don't know which one it is because I can't remember off the top of my head, but one of the Black Sabbath used to send his dog into the kennels for like 6 months while he was touring.
Geezer Butler.
So that's what we used to do.
That was our bassist, is Geezer Butler, and then
I never met him, but
and Bill Ward, the drummer.
His dog.
You fed his dog.
Nice. I love that.
That's great. I never met him, but I fed his dog. Oh wow!
About as good as it gets. Yeah.
I always felt, John Bonham was, one of the best drummers, if not the best drummer. And I always thought Bill Ward from Black Sabbath was right up there too.
Yeah,
he was an incredible drummer.
Yeah. Absolutely.
But we got another record player. Jennifer loves her record players, but we got an antique, record player, and the guy we bought it from, gutted it and like updated it with all like, Bluetooth speaker and everything. And Jennifer's like, I'm going to the record store. What's the first album? Like House of the Holy. One of the best albums ever from Led Zeppelin was House of the Holy. It's got the Rain song on it.
Love that.
Oh my God. That is, in my opinion, the best Led Zeppelin song ever written. Musically, I mean, the lyrics, but that album is just a great hangout and just chilling the album to listen to.
But the thing is, though, songs aren't made like that no more, are they? Music,
no,
you don't get anything like that no more. Nothing at all.
No, it's tough.
You know what the interesting thing is, Des? This girl that I work with, she's one of my clients, Alessandra,
yeah.
Yep. She's playing guitar. It's like the old school style of like the Who and Led Zeppelin. And she's playing guitar, and it's like metal guitar. And wait till you hear her. She sounds like real old school metal. It's amazing.
Well, you sent me that little video of her doing the
Kurt
Cobain, yeah. I just thought it was brilliant, well put together, and she's a talent. She's
a genius songwriter, genius singer. She's amazing.
Yeah, she's you've got something special there.
Yeah,
and like I say, it's amazing. But I spoke to Kerr yesterday, and he was telling me that I want to hear some proper guitar playing because I've heard you're pretty shit hot at it, Lars, on the old guitar.
Well, I play a little bit here.
I only see the little bit when you do the end bit, which I always look forward to. But I want to hear a bit more on that guitar.
When he plugs in the electric and does some jamming, it's pretty good.
I'll send you another song. There's a song I have called "Air to Sky."
Mm-hmm.
It's probably on YouTube someplace, but I have to put together another video with that. But that's a pretty good song, "Air to Sky," man. That's a lot of. I play the drums and the guitar in it, and it's good.
I tried playing the drums once. I realized I have got no coordination whatsoever. Everything was going at the same time. It was a terrible, terrible time. But yeah, it's difficult. I've got a friend over the road. He's learned to play the guitar. He's done the electric, and he's doing really well. He said it was tough at the start, but he's doing ever so well.
Alessandra plays good drums an hour every day.
Really?
Yeah, she plays drums and sings while she's playing drums an hour every day. Then she does. I'm not smoking anything because I'm in a hotel room.
Yeah, he's in a hotel room, Daryl. I told him next time get one with a balcony.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Crank the window open a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, and then she's playing scales every day, and then does rehearsals. Like, so I'm playing bass right now with her in the band, and she does good, the guitar and lead guitar too. She's a powerhouse, man.
It's amazing when
she's still quite young, is she? She's still quite young.
23, yeah.
Wow.
To be that sort of mature as well, because she seems that way. She seems quite level-headed at 23. I've seen 23-year-olds in the UK, and they're nothing like that. I'm telling you, Asbos, we call them.
Yeah,
terrible.
Asbos.
Yeah. There, see, Chris says she's brilliant. I love that.
It's funny when you meet people, especially this industry, like Ron Brown has RTB Cigars. He's been drumming his whole life. I mean, he teaches drumming. He's hugely talented, and even Jeffrey Amendola of Amendola Cigars and Chris Monaco. Chris used to be in a heavy metal band. He was a drummer in a heavy metal band up in Jersey, and Amendola plays bass guitar. It's kind of funny.
Matt Booth was the same though, wasn't he? He started out as a bass player, wasn't he? Matt Booth from 101.
I have no idea about Matt Booth's history. That's
I had a look, and he was
That's a Kevin Shahan question. He knows the whole biography.
I think he was a bass player, or he was definitely in the music industry before he started with the cigars, for sure. And that funded him to do what he's doing now, roughly, I think. And he started to get the jewelry and whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah. I learned a bit about the 101 when I did the review on it, because that's what I like to do, just to get a bit of a history of the people behind the cigars.
Daryl thought he was a drummer.
Thinks he's a drummer.
I don't know what Matt Booth's musical background is. I know that he had talked on the show and before about working out in California in some of those clubs that had the live band stuff. I didn't know if he played music or not, but it's pretty interesting when you get to know people and you get to learn a little bit more about their secret talents. Obviously we won't have Dez on the drums anytime soon.
Not at all. I'm like, remember the
spoons? You play spoons?
The animal.
Your animal, Sesame Street.
The beard, I'm just bashing away. That's about as good as it gets, I think.
That's great. Oh man,
that was great. Animal isn't it like aren't they like 50 years old now? Sesame Street.
I would have thought so. Yeah. Yeah,
they're old.
I think they recently had like a birthday. They're like 50 years old or something.
Are they still doing it or not? Or is it stopped?
Yeah, no, they're still doing it. They just introduced like this past week a gay couple. No, it was about a month ago or something. They introduced a gay couple, and then they have like they have some new thing that they just did this week. I can't remember now what it was, but yeah.
There'll be vegan eating. There'll be all that tofu.
Yeah. But you know what's?
I mean, look, I like vegans. I'm really nothing against them. They're delicious, cooked slow on a pit.
Do you know what I had the other day, by the way? I had some of your salts and I had barbecue sauce.
Perfect for vegans.
Vegan friendly. But you know what? I will give Sesame Street one thing, and I mean, I'll give them a lot of things. I mean, I think it's a fantastic show, and it's been around for as long as it has been, and they've grown, and over the years, because kids learn, right? And Sesame Street is really one of the shows that is a staple of, I think, every kid's childhood. And but as times change and stuff, I mean, they've also changed with it and have been able to, introduce children, to different topics and also changes in society. And I think that's a good thing for kids to be able to be exposed to. It's education,
And Des,
and that's,
you were right.
Yep.
Matt was a bass player.
Yes.
Weird fact. Big Bird was supposed to go up on the Challenger shuttle.
Daryl did that. Yeah, Daryl.
And that explains everything. Kevin Shahan said he's never seen a full episode of Sesame Street.
Oh my God,
Kevin, you don't need to. All you need to do is get some puppets and then have Jess talk about cardboard, because I remember one of the when she was talking about how they make cardboard. I remember one of the shows on Sesame Street, because they always have like some educational little clip about something, and one of it was based on how do they make paper and cardboard.
I used to always remember on Sesame Street when I was a kid. It was always, used to have a real big star on there as a guest on there, and they used to look really awkward, and it used to really get me. I properly used to like it because they just didn't look comfortable in that area when there were like all these puppets around them, and they used to have some big stars on there. I think, I don't know if they do that.
Yeah,
now.
they did.
Sesame Street did, and the Muppet Show. The Muppet Show always had some big star on. That was one of my favorites. The two old judges up in the.
Oh my God, that was so good.
Up in the balcony.
Do you know what scared me? No, when I was a kid, I hated it. I had to leave the room. Do you remember the chef?
Yeah.
He had real hands. He had real hands. Yeah.
Pork.
Yeah. And he had real hands, and I couldn't work it out as a kid. I was like, how's he got real hands? And it freaked me right out. I had to leave the room. It proper scared me that day, because I was thinking, how's it got real hands? And he's just tossed the stuff up in the air. Yeah.
The real hands of a Muppet freaked Des out.
I don't blame him.
That's funny. The Swedish chef gives you nightmares.
Kevin is absolutely right. Teddy loves Peppa Pig, and that's all we watch. Eat,
Peppa,
sleep, breathe,
Peppa Pig.
Jumping in muddy puddles. It's terrible.
I remember my kids, they'd pop on Caillou.
Caillou? What? I've not known that one.
I didn't let them watch it. Caillou was a whiny kid in the cartoon. He just whined all the time. Oh my God. I was like, man, every Caillou episode should literally be Caillou whining and then someone just punching him in the head. I didn't mind them watching SpongeBob, all the old Looney Tunes and stuff. There's Lars Underwear. He's packing it up to go.
Mike actually just getting ready to head out.
But Caillou was just was not something that I was really digging.
I bet Daryl's right there. I bet the Cookie Monster was a cigar go, weren't he?
I always thought Daryl would have been Oscar the Grouch, just popping out of that garbage can with a cigar, a big stogie. Hey, what are you guys kids doing on my block?
I would have loved that. That would have been great.
Yeah,
why don't you go get me a light?
Didn't you have a cigar yesterday based on the Sesame Street? Yesterday, Kurt?
Yeah, the one, it was, I think it was a Big Bird. Thank God he didn't go on the shuttle. I wouldn't have been able to smoke a cigar. But yeah, it was from the LCA. There's his feet. Oscar smokes pot. Yes, he does.
Yeah, we as kids, we just grew up on like Sesame Street. There was a lot of American shows back then, like Knight Rider and Baywatch. I love Baywatch. I don't know why. Maybe you can tell me why.
Because you can't hassle the Hoff.
Yeah, there is no hassle in the Hoff. The Hoff's a Hoff.
Hasselhoff. Germans love David Hasselhoff.
Massively. He's like, they love his music.
Yeah.
They really do.
Yeah. Night Rocker.
So funny.
That was his album, Night Rocker. When he came out with his first one, was fucking Night Rocker. And then shame on me. I should be freaking shamed for even knowing that.
You should be.
I should be. But it was Night Rocker. The Knight Rider was a great show, though, back in the day.
A-Team.
I might go out now in the elevator, but we'll see what happens.
The A-Team was fantastic.
Yeah, this is what I grew up on: the A-Team, Knight Rider, Baywatch. It was Yeah, that was a bit of me. That was on a Saturday.
Yep, I remember Mork and Mindy.
Mork and Mindy,
I love that show.
Yeah, Mork and Mindy. What did he say? No. What was his little catchphrase? He did that.
Oh no, I'm enjoying you just struggling to remember it. Speed Racer, you got that right, Daryl. Speed Racer was awesome. Bozo the Clown.
Oh no, I thought it was
He used to say Nanu Nanu.
Nanu, that's it.
And Shazbot.
I'm glad you helped me out there.
Nah, well, Daryl did a spoiler alert there.
I should have had my selfie stick.
We had Airwolf as well, weren't it?
There's Barry who bring up the Rickford Files, but that was the English version.
Rickford.
The Rickford Files. We're watching the Rickford Files over here. In America, they watch the Rockford Files. This is the Rickford Files.
We had the Airwolf. That was American, wasn't it?
Airwolf. Oh God, yeah. Jan Michael Vincent.
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah.
Jan Michael Vincent turned into a hot mess, but yeah, he's. I think he's dead.
He had a car accident or something.
Yeah, he's drugs and alcohol too. He's a hot mess, man.
Yeah. I could see Kevin's put about the Dukes of Hazzard. He was bound to have loved the Dukes of Hazzard, wasn't he?
No, he said he didn't like it because, as an adult, because the physics and engineer doesn't add up.
That's hilarious.
That's right, what Kevin would say. Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, damn those Duke boys jumping over a bridge and landing and watching the hood and the fenders crumble, and then it's all perfectly fine.
Yeah.
The Mach 5, yeah. Speed Racer. I don't know if anybody remembers a cartoon back in the day was Marine Boy.
Nope.
Marine Boy. He used to chew gum and breathe underwater.
No.
No.
I don't even remember. No.
And amazingly, as kids, we didn't chew gum and try and breathe underwater because we're not stupid, because there wasn't any warnings. Warnings. This cartoon depicts children chewing gum and breathing underwater. Be aware that chewing gum does not allow you to breathe underwater.
It doesn't give you a pass.
Well, yeah. Well, now everything's got a little warning on it. Back then the warning was, "Oh shit, I shouldn't have done that."
Yeah, everything's got a warning on it these days. So where are you then, Lars? What are you up to? Are you in?
I'm in Richmond, Virginia, and I'm about to go to see a show with Justice, that girl who was on, the rapper who was on our Curse and my little thing here. So now I'm gonna go off and watch her.
They're doing, so you can do shows and everything now in America. They're all open to everybody to go and watch. You can have crowds and stuff.
I'm not sure about that. Kurt, is it all open up now?
What's that?
The shows?
Shows and stuff. You can go and watch shows and things.
Yeah, starting to open up.
Yeah, we're still not there. We've got another, I think, 3 weeks. We're still right behind. We're still right behind here.
Johnny Quest. Did you watch Johnny Quest?
No.
What?
No. I don't even know what that is. No. What's that?
Really?
What's that about?
It's about Johnny and his quests.
Johnny and Five alive.
And his dog Bandit and his buddy Haji.
No. I remember. Which is the Grizzly Adams? Grizzly Adams. Oh yeah. Yeah, he was one that I watched. Yeah.
That was cool.
Yeah. Grizzly Adams was a great show, but my dad and I used to watch MASH all the time.
MASH,
Shazam, yeah, Daryl, Shazam. That was another great show. That was God. It's funny as they're all classic shows, but trying to watch them now, it's tough. It's really tough.
You're not wrong there. I watched Baywatch recently. It was on at midnight here on like, we call it Gold, so it's TV Gold. And it was
is that like
awful.
For the golden age? Like,
yeah, it was awful. I was like, oh my God, this is painful to watch. And it was the same with I loved Demolition Man when I was a kid.
Oh my God, that I did too. I loved that movie.
But then I watched it recently and it just ruined it. It was like,
Yeah.
Oh yes,
I
$6
can't
million
even
man.
imagine how bad that movie must be now.
I should have left it and just continued
Had
with
the
what I
memory.
thought. Yeah,
Right.
and that's something I'm going to do from now on. I'm not watching anything back. Chips, yeah, we watched
Chips.
Chips.
The $6 million man.
Yeah.
Oh, that was awfulness.
Oh yeah, I mean, you know what I used to watch, which is even worse, was the Fall Guy.
The Fall Guy. Yeah. Wow.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I'm not the kind to kiss and tell, but I've been seen with Pharaoh.
I've been on fire with was it Raquel Welch or?
Yeah, I'm rolling into hey. Been blown up with him. Went something with a girl named Bo.
That's
But
it.
every time I end up in the hay, it's always hey. I might jump from a tall building or Tarzan from a vine, because I'm the unknown stunt man. I make Eastwood look so fine.
Yeah.
Damn.
Wow. Brilliant.
Nice.
See, I don't remember the original Mission Impossibles. Is that an American thing then?
Yeah.
What John's just said.
Yep. Mission Impossible.
But they don't do shows like that no more. You just don't see anything like that. And I just think like we can all have fun about it and everything, but it's just like it's just crazy. I can't even watch telly these days. It's just nothing good to watch like that.
It's just too much crap on it. And then when you find a really good show, one of the shows that Daryl got me hooked on that I love is Mr. In Between on Hulu.
No.
And it's I mean, it is freaking a great show. It's based in is it based in Scotland?
The In-Betweeners. The In-Betweeners. No. Yes. No, it's not based in Scotland. No,
Mr. In Between.
No, I don't know what that is.
Yeah, check it out on Hulu. It is fantastic.
Mr. In Between. I'll have a little look at that.
Mr. In Between. It's it is a dark comedy. Oh, that's it. It's he's I think he is. I think it is. I'm sitting here saying fucking Scotland. I think it's Australia. Woo! I got my GPS.
You got Kevin Shahan. You got like.
I got my Kevin Shahan. I got my KPS going. My Kevin positioning system. But yeah,
he lost in his own town the other day.
He did. But yeah, it's on Australia. That's right. It's in Australia. It's based in Australia.
It's close to Scotland. It's close.
It's very close. It's
it's right next door.
Yeah, I was thinking of Queensland. That's what I was thinking. Queensland. Australia.
Right. Okay, we'll let you off this time.
But no, I'm an idiot.
You know, it may be just a coincidence, but they just love me in Queens.
Do they? Well, everyone loves you, Lars. Come on.
It's a joke. It's a joke. Queens.
Oh, I'm with you. It takes me a while, Lars.
It's a little bit.
Hey, it's a bad joke if I have to say that it's a joke.
If you have to explain it.
It's a terrible joke.
Yeah, the sense of humor. The sense of humor is back in the hotel room.
Exactly.
You keep driving farther away from it, Lars.
So what British like programs do you watch? You watch Only Fools and Horses and that sort of stuff. Have you seen any of those? Do you watch
what's that?
Only Fools and Horses? Have you ever seen that?
You're gonna have to say that slower.
Only Fools and Horses. Have you ever watched that program?
Only Fools and Horses.
Yeah.
No.
You need to. It is incredible. It's like in the 90s, and it's just phenomenal. If you get the chance to watch an English program, Only Fools and Horses, watch it.
Nice. So you go, Jennifer. There's a new show we can try and watch. Only Fools and Horses.
Only Fools and Horses. Yeah. Phenomenal. It's proper British.
Only Fools and
magic.
Horses.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks, Daryl.
Has Daryl watched it?
No. I what the hell is Falls and Horses? Horses falling over?
Only Fools and Horses. It's brilliant. Lars, you'd love it as well. Honestly,
I'm gonna watch it.
I'm gonna have to check it out. I told you before, growing up, my brother always had on Monty Python.
Yeah.
Or he always had on Benny Hill.
Benny Hill, yeah.
Oh my God. It was the other thing that we used to watch a lot too is the old Dark Shadows with Barnabas Collins.
Yeah, that was great.
No.
Well, at that time it was great. I don't know if it would be hold up. I don't know if that would hold up anymore either, but I haven't seen it recently, but I remember when I was a little kid, I used to love that show.
They did a movie with Johnny Depp and it wasn't bad with Dark Shadows, but
I never saw it.
It isn't bad, but yeah, the Benny Hill, and then we've always watched all the Pink Panther movies.
What about Kenny Everett? Did you ever watch any of his stuff?
No.
He was
I don't think so.
Same time as Benny Hill, really. Kenny Everett. He was a little bit out there, but Only Fools and Horses has definitely stood the test of time. It's one of those that you can literally watch and watch. Like, I've watched it about. There's loads of episodes, and I've watched it about 4 times now, and it just gets better and better because you miss things, and it's just comic genius at its best. And some of the writers in that, I believe, are from the Monty Python.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So you need to take a look. Honestly, you'll love it.
Oh no, we definitely will because we're looking for new shows to watch.
If you can't get it, let me know, and I'll send you the DVD box set.
Oh yeah, that'd be great.
If you can't get it, honestly, it'll be my absolute pleasure to get them over to you. And you, Lars, I'll send you both.
Definitely be looking for that. You remember? I don't know if you got this over there, Des, but did you ever watch the show Soap?
Soap.
Oh my God, I love that show.
I heard of it, but no, I never.
Oh my God,
that was such a great show.
Billy Crystal was in that show, TV show.
Amazing. No. He was young.
Really young.
So what year was that? Was that about the 80s, was it?
80s.
Yeah, I think Soap was late 70s, early 80s, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
I mean, it was, it was, and Benson was in that too. That's where Benson did his spinoff.
Yep.
Benson and Billy Crystal was in it.
It had a ton of famous
freaking hilarious
actresses back then.
Oh yeah, hilarious show. God Almighty, that was just Chuck and Bob, the guy with the puppet.
Oh my God, that was awesome.
Oh my God.
Well, we had Porridge as well. Porridge, have you ever heard of that one? Porridge?
No.
That was a guy. He was based in like a prison, and that was comic genius as well. So there's definitely a few that you need to. If you like the British humour like Monty Python, then Porridge and Only Fools and Horses are right up there. Honestly, I'll have to dig something out for you.
Yeah, the Daryl just said it's available on Prime. WKRP in Cincinnati is hilarious too. That was a great show.
No, I've not seen that.
Oh God, yeah. This is it. It was 1977 to 81. Soap ran.
Okay, I'll have to have a little look on that. See if I can get something on YouTube. See if there's anything on there, and then
it's another one too that was like just it was old school. It was just freaking. It's just stupid humor. It was just hilarious.
Yeah, the one Porridge and that, it was like when there wasn't all these restrictions on what you can say and what you can write. It was like the writers had a freedom to do what they wanted to, and that's what was classic about it. There was no, you can't say that, you can't do that, you can't do this. And writers have to be so careful these days, I'd imagine. But then it just didn't matter, and you'll see that with Only Fools and Horses and with Porridge. It's pure comedy gold, I assure you.
We got some shows to watch, Jennifer. Yes, the Brady Bunch, Three's Company, Laverne and Shirley, Sanford and Son. Oh my gosh, my brother and I, and my dad, we used to watch Sanford and Son all the time. All in the Family, the Jeffersons.
The Jeffersons I've heard of. Yeah.
Yeah, and the Jeffersons were a spinoff from All in the Family with Archie Bunker.
I do remember watching some of the Jeffersons. I'm pretty sure that rings a bell.
Oh yeah. great. Whoa, Lars, you all right there, buddy?
I think he's paused on a.
Yeah, that was a. You froze on mid cough there, Lars.
Yeah, it did look attractive.
Oof, it was really.
It's quite scary.
Yeah, that was scary, bro. Good times. That's right. Good times. Janet Jackson was on Good Times when she was young.
She was a little girl.
Janet Jackson.
Real young Janet Jackson. I used to love that. I used to actually have the hat that JJ would wear, that denim bucket cap that had dynamite stitched on it.
That was great. That was great.
Oh my God. John Amos, he was in that. Oh my God. What a great show.
Yeah, there was some classics I can imagine. Yeah, but like I say, we nowadays it's you don't see nothing decent anymore. I'm watching Coroner at the moment. That's an American one.
What is?
So that seems to be okay.
What is that?
Coroner. It's a new one. It's like about a coroner.
About a corner?
I'm not selling it, but yeah. It's all right. Enough said.
We started watching a bunch of shows and they just keep getting canceled, and they're really good shows.
What do you mean get cancelled? What?
Like, because now it's like, it's really big for Netflix originals, Prime originals. Now, AMC and all these channels now are starting, that were on cable, now have their own apps and their own shows. You can pay $8, $10 a month, and they all have, their own original shows, their own original series to try and capture you. So I'm sitting there thinking, we love this show, we love that show, but it's on all these different stations. I'm like,
cost you a fortune.
If we order all these things, I might as well go back and get cable, right? But you can buy them for their, for their series. So, we were watching, was it Mindhunter, Jen? Which was kind of based off of the FBI starting their the division of tracking down and identifying and giving the term serial killers. They based a lot
I saw
on
that series. That was really good.
And they ended it because the writer, and Daryl, you were telling me about I think Love, Blood, and Robots or something, some animated series. The guys wanted to focus on that and not that series, but I mean, it went through and they took real serial killers and kind of integrated in the show. And even they would watch the interviews for these serial killers, and they would kind of integrate it in the show. They had Charles Manson was in it. Mindhunters is another one too. Just some great shows. They just ended. There's
I
one
watched the one recently, which is the Son of Sam. That was really interesting. That was just crazy. That whole story. But that's on Netflix.
That was really interesting, right? How the other brothers were probably the people who did all that shit.
Yeah, absolutely. And it was just. I
didn't see that. I heard about it because
it's worth a watch. Son of Sam.
Yeah, they said that Dave Berkowitz, the guy who talks to a hole in the wall and the dog talks to him, I guess they.
Well, it makes more sense once you find out like the backstory on this other family.
Yeah,
interesting.
Yeah, that was. It all will make sense to you. It's crazy. That was really bizarre.
Yeah, I agree.
I did watch the whole thing on Scott Peterson. They did a whole series. They did a show on Scott Peterson where his sister-in-law. We lost Lars. His sister-in-law is still fighting for his innocence.
Really?
And she goes through all the different leads that they had at the time and how the police didn't follow up on the leads because they were really hyper-focused on him. And, him having an affair during that time just really kind of sealed his deal. But it's pretty interesting with all the different leads that she brings up and the timing of when she went missing and and just everything. You sit there, it makes you question exactly, what type of police work. But I mean, the odds are he did it,
Yeah.
based on that. But
I watched one recently, which is about a hotel in Hollywood. Garrett, I can't think of what the hotel's called now.
is that the one where all the people die in it?
There was a Japanese girl that went missing, and they found her like months later in the water tank.
The water tower, yeah.
Yeah,
water
and it was
tank,
a couple of British people that kind of brought it to their attention because they drank some like water, and it was all disgusting.
Yeah.
And then they realised that when they found the body in there, it was like decomposed and it got into all the water system. It was like like the whole hotel was like haunted. There was weird goings on, and
yeah, they had what's up, Paul? My dad just hopped on. What's going on, Big Tony?
Hello, Big Tony.
Yeah, they had video of her like talking to someone in the elevator, but no one was there. But they also did some research on her. I think she had a history of mental illness as well.
Bipolar, I think it was.
Yeah, so they believe that that was the case of it. It wasn't the ghost and goblins of. I don't believe in ghosts. I don't believe in haunted stuff like that.
No, I'm not until I see it myself firsthand. Then yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you. I believe I've seen a UFO though, Kerr.
I UFOs, yeah. I mean, I've always been interested in UFOs since I've been a kid. So I could dig that. Where did you see your UFO?
So when I was
did they open up for Black Sabbath?
Yes. So when I was younger, I remember vividly. I was with a friend, and we were literally by my first school. So, and we were looking up, and there was just this object in the sky. It was dark, and it was just there was no noise, nothing, and it was just above us. And we were like, both of us were watching it for ages. It seemed like ages, and we literally turned away for one split second, and you see it just move, and it just went to another spot, and we were like, I'm adamant to this day that it wasn't a plane, it wasn't a helicopter, it was just something completely like we both saw it, and we both to this day we speak about it all the time.
Really,
we always think like that was definitely something odd. This was going back like 25 years ago. So, there was just no sound, and it was right above us. It was incredible. So I'm a definite believer in there's something else, and that really, like for me, made it more concrete.
Well, there's that they're going to be coming out. I think either this week or next week. They haven't come out yet, but the big report from the U.S. government, the Pentagon, on there.
Really?
Yeah.
Was it Area 57? Is it Area 57? Is it
Area 51?
51.
They in the stimulus package and the bill for the COVID bill, they whatever they pass something around here that is like, hey, we have the COVID stimulus, and then there's always people trying to slide different shit in, so that when they approve, and they vote on the COVID stimulus, and they say everybody's going to get X amount of money, there's always other crap in there. That's why they call it pork, right? And one of the things that are in there is that with the release of all these different objects that were taken from our jets, and incidents that happened in California several years ago, off the coast of California, where one of the pilots were like, yeah, it's this flying tic tac. It just, and he gives the account. They kind of like, okay, if these objects are in our airspace, and if they're traveling the way they're traveling, and we don't know what they are, you got to really kind of give up on, release a report on what what you've been doing, and what you've been following. So I don't think it's going to be much. I don't think the government's going to be coming out anytime soon and saying, hey, yeah, they're little green men from Mars. But it is going to be interesting to see what they do report, because they do have some budget that they do. Some budget, they got a lot of money that they utilize to fund the investigation of these different objects.
Have you ever had an experience, Kerr? Have you ever had an experience of anything? No.
I'm waiting for him to beam me up.
I know.
I think when we were a kid years ago, I mean, I was very young. I remember everybody kind of like looking up at this slow moving light, but I mean, freaking, it could have been anything. It wasn't anything that was significant like some of the things that you see and hear or something like you experienced, but no.
Like I said, to this day, we were like, I see the lad now, and we're like, he's lived with me for well, it will live with me forever, because I'm sure it was definitely, it wasn't nothing normal. Put it that way. It was literally, it would have been about 100 foot above us. There was no noise. There was. I remember there being lights. It wasn't like what you'd think lights would be going round in circles. It was just lights there, and it was just in one position. It didn't move. It wasn't. You know if it's a helicopter. You know if it's something else. But it was. To this day, I have no idea. And it just went from this spot here, for example, and it just went to another spot, like quite far away. We followed it to the other spot, and we watched it from there as well. And it was just like very odd, very odd.
Yeah, U.S. Navy pilots always see UFOs. They're always, it's you read everything about the astronauts that have been up in space, and the different commercial pilots and the Navy pilots, and even the stuff. I think there's somebody who used to, I guess, be in the government in England that came out and said, this is, here's what we were doing.
This is real, yeah. I like I say, we can't be the only, but like I say, I know what I saw.
See, Daryl's seen some stuff.
Well,
I haven't seen anything. I want someone. I want him to beam me up. Just beam me up. We can hang out, do some experiments.
Probing. Do some probing.
Do some probing. I'll be very receptive. And keep me up there for a little bit. I need some time off.
Yeah,
I need some time.
I need a vacation.
I need a vacation, man, because even when I'm on vacation, I still have my phone. I still have access to email. Just take me somewhere that doesn't have internet connection.
Just let me take some cigars.
You know what? That's my only requirement. Is there smoking on this craft? Because
bring a few.
Let me bring a few. But even, you know what? Even if they beam me up and kept me for a little bit, it'd be a vacation. There'd be no internet. And if I didn't have any cigars, it would allow my palate to cleanse and reset. So when I did arrive back to Earth, if they, just no butt stuff. Kevin, yeah, probe anywhere, but no butt stuff. But my thought, they probably would return me quickly. It'd probably be a really short vacation.
Throw you back.
It'd be like when the aliens tried to pull up Homer, the ship, you started, getting close to the ground, so they just gave up. I don't think they'd keep me very long, but it'd be nice. It'd be a nice vacation, cleanse the palate, get to meet some new folks, regroup. Yep. Possibly
get some Stogie Road up there.
I'd definitely beam me up with some business cards and some samples. Maybe we can, be the first, cigar brand that is in a cigar shop on another world. That'd be great.
Universal. Yeah.
No, it would be. It'd be fantastic.
Yeah, like I say, I still to this day I look up and I think I'm going to see something soon, but it hasn't happened since. So, yeah, that's where I am with it. But this is nice, Kerr. There.
Very good. I'm glad you're enjoying it.
Smoking lovely.
Very good. Very good.
New ones though.
What's that?
It won't be as good as your new ones.
Well, I mean, everybody's palate is different, right? You may like the old blend versus the new blend. I mean, I think cigars are those things where everybody has their own preference. So,
yeah, great.
Yeah, he did get some long ash on that thing. Des was keeping it proper.
I did have some long ash. It was like about 2 inches long.
Yeah. Well, that cigars, it probably has some age on it. Not a great deal, but I mean, it's, I don't think I've produced any of the Toros since the end of summer of 2020. That's, you definitely have, maybe about a year on that cigar. So that's a good thing. But yeah, I'll be interested in your thoughts when comparing and contrasting. But I haven't seen a UFO. We live by a military base too. So I'm like, they're always talking about how there's aerial phenomenons around military base and stuff. So I'm like always sitting out back, just like, listen, the helicopter's over. You just
see my naivety.
Come fly on over. I'd love to see something.
My naivety is the way I think, and I think a lot of the British think, is that every American's seen a UFO.
Why?
I don't know. We just think that because we hear all the stories about Area 51 and over Vegas, over California, over this, over that. I strongly believe. I just think that every American has seen a UFO at some point in their life.
Sorry, man. I let you down. I let down the whole aisle.
So Daryl's asked me how I control the smoke in the cabin. I don't. I literally have got. It just fills up. It fills up, and that's it. I'm looking at getting a purifier in here, so that's work in progress. But if I just need to get a bit of the smoke out, I'll just crank a little window open. That's about as good as it gets, Daryl.
That's great. I don't control it.
I don't know. But it's not too bad at the minute. I don't know if it looks foggy. Maybe
no,
a bit, but
which probably prompted Daryl's question. You don't look like you're in a smoky environment.
Yeah, that's what I enjoy about it. I like the aroma of some smokes. I just love that smoky feel. It just comforts me.
Very nice. Yeah, I'm sorry to disappoint you. I've not seen a UFO, but you'll be the first. You'll be the first when I do.
Yeah, please let me know, because you're probably the only American that hasn't any, in my opinion.
Apparently Daryl's seen a UFO. That's never come up in our conversations at the cigar shop, Daryl. We got to talk more about your close encounters.
Yeah, I want to know about that one as well. If it was anything similar to mine, we could have seen the same one.
Kevin, maybe Kevin. I don't know. Kevin may have seen a UFO. He didn't see anything. We've talked about this on the Bullies. I can't remember if him or Jess or one of them seen a UFO. I mean, yeah. I probably thought I may have seen a UFO back when I was younger, but I can definitely tell you it wasn't a UFO. It might have been something I had to drink or something. But
I remember seeing some things when I had some magic mushrooms once. Some odd things happened that night, let me tell you.
That's funny.
In the park, lying on my back, eating some magic mushrooms. Yeah.
All sorts of things moving around in the sky at that point.
Very
so when you report that, you're like, I saw a UFO. Okay, what are you doing? Well, I just got done eating magic mushrooms. Like, okay, sir, thank you very much. Have a great day. No, seriously, I seen a UFO.
I'm being serious.
I'm being serious. A UFO. It was right there.
But yeah,
that branch, the light on the end of it. No, it was different. It was bigger. It was way bigger.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I've I've seen it. I've seen one. That's my claim to UFO fame.
Well, you know what, Des? That is enough for me, man.
Are you done?
Now I have faith that I'm going to see one soon.
You will see one. Just be positive.
Keep looking at the skies. I look all the time. I'm always looking.
Yeah, keep doing it.
I even got a telescope, and it was a sucky one because it was I bought it like Hobby Lobby. But I want to get a real good telescope because I like looking at the moon. Because this one here is just it wasn't very good, but we did get a chance to zoom in on the moon. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, we've got
the space station, rather. I'm sorry, it's not a moon; it's a space station.
Because sometimes you can see satellites moving through the sky, can't you? They glide through the sky. Apparently, you can see sometimes.
I've been told that, but if you talk to someone who believes that the Earth is flat, they say that there's not. It is bound to happen, Daryl. No, you see, these are not my UFO glasses. See, I'm not going to see a UFO with that.
Get the others on. Here they are. That's them. You'll see more now. Absolutely. You'll be able to join the Moyne and Darrell Club.
It is. It is. I am bound to see a UFO now.
So me and Darrell are the only members of this UFO sightings club at the minute.
Well, you know what? We'll gather some more folks, and we'll have a show about it. UFOs and cigars.
It's a winner. Absolute winner.
Can't go wrong.
No. What else would you need?
Exactly. And then we're going to be setting up Des Fest for next year.
Do you know, 100%. We're getting them tickets. I'm coming over there. I'm coming to invade all the cigar shops. Your garage. You do look like Bono, yeah. Bono.
It's Bono. No, here's this. I think I was wearing my Bono glasses, the blue ones. The blue ones are the Bono glasses. These are the. It's a beautiful day. Jennifer bought a whole bunch of them. I got orange. I got blue. Right. I got purple.
Wow, you got a rainbow collection.
Purple.
Yeah, I like that.
Nice little purple. I do like the purple ones.
Yeah.
She got me the standard dark glasses. These are all inspired by Cigar Prop.
Let me.
I got the mirrored glasses.
So what do you think of these then? These are mine.
I got the mirrored ones.
You ready for these?
Good.
There you go. I got mine on.
They look good. You look very 70s in those.
70s porn star.
You do look like you should be on the cover of a 70s porn tape, a VHS. And then Jennifer got these too, little green ones.
Oh yeah, they're nice. You've got quite a selection now. I've got literally one pair, which are these little gold rimmed ones.
See, you look good.
Do you reckon I should do these on the show from now on?
You know what? It's up to you. Whatever you look, whatever that mood is.
I quite like it because Kevin wears a lot of shades, doesn't he?
He does. That's because he doesn't want anybody to see his piercing eyes.
I don't think I've actually seen Kevin without glasses on, from what I can recall. I think he's always these flat caps with the straight peak.
Yeah, I don't like flat caps like that.
I've got people said I've got a horse's head, so it's a long head. So they don't suit. I've got a peanut head. It doesn't suit me at all.
I can't do the flat brims.
Me neither.
Hold on for a second. He's back.
Here he is.
Hey.
Hello.
Knock him dead.
He's like a kid in the candy shop, isn't he?
Hey guys.
Yeah.
How are you, Lars?
Live right now.
Oh, they're live?
How you doing?
He's
You
about to
okay?
get on. Someone put the address and everything for us.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they put it on.
Thank you to whoever put it on.
It was me. I'll take credit for it. It was me.
It's too
Kurt,
noisy here,
credit.
you guys. I love you. I'll see you guys all later.
All right, knock him dead, bro.
Tomorrow. Speak to you tomorrow. Well, that was weird. I'm not sure what happened there.
I can knock that one off the bucket list. That was Lars backstage.
Yeah, well, yeah. I didn't know what to make of that, to be honest.
Lars is everywhere.
Yeah, he's looking like he's gonna have a good night.
I mean, 1 minute he's in the hotel room, the next minute he's backstage at a hip hop show.
Yeah, he's rocking it.
That's Lars, man. He probably rolled up.
I'm Lars.
I'm Lars. They probably, all right, let him in.
He's my
Let
pass.
him
I
in
don't
there.
need a pass. Just this
Good old Justice, yeah.
The hat tells you everything.
Oh, the hat, the glass, everything. He would have his little handkerchief on, so he was ready to go.
His cravat. Is it a cravat?
If you want it to be.
I think it's cravat round. I don't need one, obviously, but me and Kevin, we don't need cravats. We've got our neck warmers.
Thanks for hopping on, Big D. I'll buzz you later, my man. Big Daryl.
Night, Daryl. Night, Daryl. So yeah, I've got a few things to do this week. I'm gonna do. I don't know what your opinion is. Now, I told you that I got those counterfeit cigars.
Yes.
What do you think I should do with those, Kerr? What's
Smoke
your
them.
opinion? Just smoke them.
They're cigar.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is one here. You see, like I say, they're not too bad. There's no real draw on them. It's like a complete loose draw.
Smoke them.
Yeah.
I've had counterfeit. I've had people give me Cubans that were counterfeit, and
they're not bad. They're good for like taking the dog out and stuff. But I was going to do like a bit of a review on it, or something like to be careful of getting counterfeit cigars. I'm not sure. I think that would be an interesting, like, to show what to look for, what not to look for. I think that'll make quite an interesting review.
You might want to. I'd if it's got a really loose draw, you also might want to. I did a video for other reasons, but I did a video of cutting open a cigar and dissecting the wrapper from the binder from the filler, and you'd be surprised when you go in that and you have cigars that are being passed off as long filler premium cigars. And when you cut them open, you realize they're Cuban sandwiches. There is some long filler, but there's a lot of short filler in them.
Right.
Or when you open it up, I've had premium cigars that I've cut open, and the tobacco, when you look at it, is for shit. And then you cut open somebody's long filler bundle sticks cigars, and you're like, wow, the tobacco looks beautiful. So cigar doesn't lie, man. Tells it just doesn't. So
yeah, I've spoken to a couple of people. They've said like what you said. Just smoke them. Just it is what it is. It's just.
How many do you have?
So I bought 2 boxes. Okay, now I should have known really. The guy, the story is they said that these guys from Cuba had come over to Warwick, which is near here. Okay. Let me finish.
When you start off these 2 guys from Cuba, it was like, oh boy.
So basically, they're part of the Cuban Judo Olympic squad. Oh yeah, okay. I should have really known. And they brought over these boxes of their Romeo and Juliet short Churchills. That's what they are. And he said £100 a box, and they're a box of 25. They said they just want to get rid of them. So I went, yep, let me have a look. He brought them. And to be honest, I should have known really, because the seals had been broken. And I just thought 50 cigars for 200 quid. £200, can't really go wrong.
No, I mean, if they're good, right? I mean, I heard the story of, my friends, knows a guy who's in. The reason why you're not seeing this stamp on here is he's part of the government, and he can leave with them and blah blah. And it's like, oh, okay, and then it's when you hear those stories. That's when you're like, okay, well, let's start negotiating the price, because if it's even, and I think I told you, I've had some a freaking dragonfly in here.
Oh, lovely.
Oh, there he is. Damn, he's effing huge.
What did he just come into? Just come in, has he?
Yeah. I mean, it's huge.
Get Jen to sort it.
Oh, Jen would shit her pants right now. She would never even go near this thing right now. Are you kidding me? There's no way. She would die if she was here right now.
They're beautiful, though, aren't they?
Huh?
Dragonflies are beautiful.
Yeah, I think she'd love this one if it was dead.
Yeah. Teddy wants to kill everything, my little boy. Should I kill it? I'm like, no, Teddy, don't kill it. If she's a bumblebee, he wants to kill it. I'm like,
smart kid.
Yeah.
No, don't kill the bees. The whole earth will die if you kill the bees.
That's it, yeah. It's what keeps us living.
You know, I've had some really good counterfeits Cubans. I have. So if it's a good cigar and the pricing wasn't too bad, smoke them. But I'm telling you, if you have that many of them, I would take one and I would sacrifice it, cut it.
Absolutely, that's exactly what I'm going to do. So when you come to cut a cigar, then, how would you do it? Would you cut it like lengthwise here and just unravel it that way, or how would you do it?
No, I'll show you.
Because that's a great idea.
Let me show you. I've become a little bit of an expert on this because when you're trying to make sure that the cigars that you're getting are good quality, you know, you take a cigar and then I just take a real good razor blade, real sharp, and just do a real light cut down through.
Straight down.
And of course, I don't have, you know, the expert opinion on this. I just don't. This is what I do. So, you know, kids, do it the way you want. Just make sure that you have an adult with you when you use a razor blade. So then here is the wrapper, right?
Yep.
So, again, the truth teller, right? You know, good wrapper, good smell. And now here you have a cigar with just a binder.
Yeah.
All right. So then you can take, if you cut too deep, it's okay. You could just go right back over that same cut line.
Yeah.
But if you did it really light, then you're good. And then you'll start pulling apart the binder.
Okay.
You know? And then as you pull it apart, you'll see the filler. And here is a
that's it.
Perfect long filler cigar. You know,
I can see you still concerned about these dragonflies. He's still hovering about,
dude. I'm not joking with you. I mean, this thing's it's buzzing and it's hitting all over the place. But yeah, I mean, look, it's all good premium tobacco, good long filler.
Yeah. I see.
This is the way, you know, a cigar should look when you take it apart. You know, when you're taking a cigar apart, and it's freaking, and like, there's going to be some residuals down here, but the residuals that are falling off, literally that much,
nothing,
that much, that's it. And then you have your let me see if I can do this. This might be helpful. Let me see if I can do this.
Okay. Yeah.
And that is the filler.
Right.
So you have filler, wrapper, binder, and then the filler.
Okay. No, that's interesting because and
that's a good quality cigar, and I wouldn't expect anything less from this cigar manufacturer, because the cigar always smokes great. The tobacco looks good and healthy. It's got a great burn on it. You know, I mean, I've cut open cigars, man, where it's like, I'll tell you, bro, you'd be surprised at some of the shit that I've had happen to me with cutting open cigars.
Well, I'll be curious to see how this works. Then I wish I had a blade here now, but I haven't got nothing to cut it with. But I'll be interested because I mean, I don't know, where can we see? I mean, it doesn't look too bad, and it does smoke all right, but it's really, really loose.
Yeah. I mean, it could be a number of things that are causing that, but I would just be really curious when you start peeling back the onion, no pun intended, when you start, you know, taking off the wrapper and the binder and you get to the filler and you see how it's rolled and even that cigar I just took apart, you could tell that the way that the way they layered they layered the tobacco, and then the filler, and then bunched it the way it was done. It was done quite well. And when I don't have a lot of residual on my on my desk, that's a great sign.
So that's a good sign if there's
Yeah.
not.
Well, I mean, you're gonna have some residual, but I mean,
Yeah.
if it's good quality tobacco, it's not gonna it's gonna maintain its integrity.
That's something I'd love to see though. Like when Jeff Adendola does his own, I'd love to see someone actually making a cigar from scratch. That's something I've got to see at some point.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I had an old show a couple of years ago where I did a show up in Raleigh with Jeffrey. He was rolling his own cigars. But even now when he does it, he still has to do. He'll do, if he goes to a show, he'll do the binder, the filler and the binder. They got to sit in a mold, and he'll let them sit. So when he goes to a show, he can just put the wrappers on, on the cigars, because he's not going to do everything there. But I've been to other things, events or cigar shops where Duncan and I were down in Miami, and we stopped by a cigar shop in Miami Beach, and the prices were ridiculous. But there's a lady out front making cigars, like right there, no molds, nothing, boom, 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 boom. And they were only a couple of bucks. It was like $5 or $7 or something, and they were fantastic.
Yeah, I've been invited to. There's a guy from Sweden. He's invited me to go and watch him from and do an episode of like from the start, from picking the leaf and everything to do the whole lot. And he's invited me there to go and like do the whole process and try and do one myself, which will be fantastic. I'd love to just give it a go. I know there's a real art to it, and it takes like years to become. Probably
I have tobacco here. I bought tobacco last year, and I had some downtime, and I was trying to I was watching videos and trying to roll a cigar.
Yeah,
it was like freaking two big monkey paws, just and then it was a nightmare. It just was. And then I realized that you have to be very patient. You have to be, very precise. And I'm just like, me want to roll a cigar. It was horrible. It was terrible.
I can only imagine, like, there's a massive amount of skill to get to probably produce a good rolled cigar. And I'm excited about it. It's something I was going to do this year, but obviously with everything that's gone on, it's something that I will be definitely doing, and it's going to make an interesting episode, I'd have thought, from the
that's great. Yeah,
right the way to the finish. I think people will be interested in it.
I think that's really cool, take it from start to finish. And like I said, I mean, I did a show just having Jeffrey rolling, cigars, and it was a lot of fun. But being able to see the whole thing from, the picking of the leaf and everything, and then you get, you view the aging process or the fermentation process and stuff. I mean, it's all pretty cool.
And I think what I'm going to do at the end is when we're going to try and roll a box. So we'll do a box of say 5, and then we'll do a giveaway. See if see how it goes. And
that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
good idea.
It's going to be interesting. I'm looking forward to it. And like I say, it's something I've never seen do, or you just don't see it here in the UK. There's nothing like that here at all, because there ain't no real manufacturers here at all.
Right.
So there's something that I would never get to see. So I have to go and travel for it. So he's invited me. So I'm looking forward to that.
Very cool.
That'd be excellent, I think. But yeah, I'll definitely thank you for that. I appreciate you.
Let me know. Then take some pictures, man. I would take some pictures along the way, or I'd do a live or a recording of it and post it, and just if it's all great tobacco, it's all great tobacco. If it's shit,
absolutely.
then
you just, like you said, just smoke them. I think, because there's people who said to me, just get rid of them, and I'm like, I can't get rid of them. They weren't too bad. I've smoked them. The draw's quite nice. It's not really bad, wonky or anything. It still doesn't even draw, but it is very, very loose. And I know for a fact they're counterfeit. 1 million.
Send a couple over.
Yeah, would you like some? Yeah,
send a couple over.
Absolutely,
I mean,
yeah. we're looking at getting everything out to you on Monday or Tuesday next week with a few extras. I'll put a couple of these in. So yeah,
you got 2 boxes though. I mean,
I've got plenty. Yeah,
you got plenty. You got fake Cubans coming out the ass. I mean,
yeah,
why not?
I've got plenty to throw over that way. Yeah.
Yeah, just send. No, you can just send a couple. I mean, and it's like I said, I mean, it's
nice to have your opinion on it.
They're even if they're fakes, I mean, it's if they're still good, they're good. If you didn't pay that much for them, I mean, no harm, no foul, right?
Well, these originally these short Churchills that I've looked on Cigars, which is a website here for cigars, and they're around about £20 a cigar for the original ones, for the real ones. Mm-hmm. So these ones, like we've worked them out to about £4 a cigar now with what I paid £100 for the box.
Yeah, it's $140 US.
Yeah,
which I mean, if it's a you can pay that for a box of regular cigars. So
yeah, I've got plenty to go at. So yeah, I'll 100%. I'll send a couple over. See. I
smoked the fake Cuban the other night. I was telling you, I smoked the fake. It was a counterfeit Cohiba.
Really? Well, I've got one which was which I found out. So it's a Cohiba. I've got a Cohiba Behiki in the house, but it's a farm rolled one. So I think what they do is 70% is for Cohiba, and they leave the rest of it for the farmers who farm it. And the guy who actually does the Cohibas, he rolls them. He's done his own farm rolled ones, and he's selling those on the side.
Is this the same guy who's in the karate group?
No, this is. I believe this one's legit. I really do. I've got it in the house. When I speak to you next, I'll show you. It is. The construction looks fantastic. It looks the absolute dog's bollocks. It looks absolutely unreal. I'm hoping it's going to be a good one, but it's from the guy who does Behiki. But without, so it's £28 for this cigar. It cost me, but if it's got the Behiki label on it and the band, then it goes to about £130.
Really?
Yeah, that's the price difference.
Again, if it's a good cigar, it's a good cigar.
Yeah, it's like I say, I've not really had many of the Cohibas, to be honest.
I've had some really good fakes. I've had some real, and I had some really bad fakes too. I mean, just
The thing is, though, Kurt, I've bought some original cigars. I had a Camacho once, and it was horrible. But it was maybe just a one-off. That's all I can think of. Maybe just a bad.
How long ago was that?
That was, if you watch one of my earlier episodes, that was probably about a year ago.
Which one? Which do you remember which one it was?
It was the yellow band.
You have to ask. Yeah. You have to ask Kevin about that. I think Kevin actually had I think that was the blend that he was really, really liked, and then he said he got a box that was not good. Yeah. So that's when he started smoking it prop style. He started smoking it backwards.
I've seen the one that Kevin did. Did you see that the other day with the cedar leaf, with the cedar wrapped around the cigar where he lit it? Did you see that? No. What Kevin did? So what he did was, he had, so say this, for example, was the cigar. So I'll just stick this one in there. So what he did was he pulled the cedar stick onto the edge, and then he lit the cedar stick, and he lit the cigar using the flame from the cedar stick.
Oh, like that? Yeah. I mean, I've used that cedar sleeve and started on fire and lit my cigars with it, but I never kept it on the cigar while lighting it.
Yeah, Kevin did a little 1 minute clip, and he did it. So I'm going to try that. I think this will be perfect. I'm going to maybe try it with this cigar, maybe, and just see if it works, because that'd be quite interesting. I thought it was quite he said he'd never seen it before, and he loved it. Kevin
loves to be a trendsetter.
Yeah,
that'll be pretty interesting. I got to go check out that video. I didn't see it.
Yeah, just watch it. It's really interesting. I've watched it a couple of times now. He snipped the end off a little bit, and then he just lit it, and he was made up with it. He was like, it's amazing. It works.
Check out Kevin. He's gonna start his own like little cedar, like cedar condoms to put on your cigar just to
Yeah, absolutely. I think
like,
that
like a cock ring. It'll be a cedar ring. Just put on your
cedar ring. Yeah, no,
cedar ring.
patent it quick before he does.
I know, right? You got to watch out. Listen, Des, it was great having you on, man. I appreciate you jumping on.
Yeah, thanks for
always, bro.
I love it. I do.
I'm glad to hear about your UFO experience.
Yeah. Well, there you go. We learn something new every day about each other. You've got a guy in there. Is he still there?
I don't know, man. He might be waiting for me when I get up and get out. He was about that big.
Oh my days. Decent. Brilliant.
It landed on one of my lights, and I can tell you, I took a picture, sent it to Jennifer, and she's like, no freaking way. She'd have screamed and ran out of here.
We won't be seeing Jennifer's hand passing you something now then.
I'm telling, no, not tonight. Once she knows that's out here. This is a Jennifer no fly zone now. Once there's a big ass bug like that around here.
But no, thanks for having me on. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Oh yeah.
I look forward to these Thursday nights. You know that.
Yeah, well, I'm glad that you were up on.
It's made my day, made my week. Thank you.
Well, it made my night having you on, buddy. And we'll check you out soon. All right, bub?
Yeah, you take it easy, all right?
All right, everybody. Thanks for joining us this evening.
Yes.
We'll see you.